Hey everybody, welcome back to Jon David's Update. Today is April 9th, 2025, and today was a good day. Jon David stayed stable throughout the day. So stable, in fact, that they took him off of his pacing wires. They capped them, so he doesn't have to have them actively on anymore, or have them actively accessible. For those of you who don't know what pacing wires are, they're similar to like a pacemaker or defibrillator that helps make sure your heart stays in a certain rhythm. So that way if it starts getting into an abnormal rhythm, it gets it back to where it's supposed to be. They also weaned his steroids some, so he's getting better kidney function and needs less of the steroids. They also are slowly still weaning his sedative by 0.1 every day. We have 0.4 left, so 4 more days on it, and then they'll start being able to wean off the milrinone. And those are the two things keeping him in the critical ICU. Once he comes off of those two, we actually go down and step down. So we are on our way. We can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. He's still in 6 liters per minute of 50% oxygen. They are possibly going to remove one of his PICC lines tomorrow, which is one of the IVs that he's had since pretty much being in the ICU. He's had 2 the whole time, but he's actually having few enough drugs now that he can possibly have one removed tomorrow. So we're happy anytime we can get rid of an accessory. He's in goal on his fluids, which he's back up to his full feeds. And for those of you who've been following through this journey, the fluids are kind of a big deal in terms of being positive or negative for his lungs. The more positive, then it can become problematic with keeping too much fluid in that area and then collapsing a lung. But his goal is between 0 and 100 right now, and he was plus 30 today, so he's within his goal, and he's getting more fluid than what he's been getting because he's on full feed, so we're good. Today was a better day. He tolerated his withdrawals better. They kind of took things slow today. Part of it being they went to full feed, so they didn't want to overload him. And also he started OT today, so he got to do some occupational therapy, and they taught us some stuff, so then we were able to do some with him as well, like bicycle kicks and stretching out his arms. Also, he had some visitors today. Steve made his first visit up here. Kathy got to hold him. Hunter also got to see his Mimi, who came back from Africa, and he was excited about that, and she took him fishing. So hope y'all enjoy these clips, and y'all have a good night, and God bless. Jon David, do you want Daddy to get a new truck? That is a yes. That's definitely a head nod yes. And Jon David, tell everybody bye-bye.